Drag Queen of the Week. I am here today with the very colourful Violet Blonde. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Fantastic. So, for the listeners out there who don't know who you are, give them a little bit of what you get up to.
I'm a drag queen who works at Kiki and Bollocks and occasionally performs at Cha Cha Boudoir. Yeah.
Very nice. You were there recently, weren't you?
Yes, on Friday when I performed just a little bit. And I won!
Yay! A little round of applause.
Yeah, a little one.
Fantastic. So how did you first sort of become aware of drag as a thing?
Aware of drag, reading about Andy Warhol when I was like 14, 15.
Oh, okay.
But that was when I was like, oh, this sounds cool. But then didn't really become a drag queen or get interested in it until about 2012. Yeah, when I came to Manchester and my friends were doing it.
Ah, so you were influenced by your peers?
Yes, absolutely.
Do they still do drag?
Well, the one in particular who helped me out a lot doesn't do it very often anymore, but he does do it. He's called Paddy.
Oh, okay. So Paddy, is that the drag name or is that his name?
Paddy used to have a drag name. I don't know about it anymore. He used to be called Sahara Dolce, but I don't know if you'd like me telling you that.
Oh dear. Well, we can edit that out if needs be.
Okay.
I'm going to totally leave that in. So, who would you say would be your main influences then?
Well, that's quite difficult because everything is influential. I mean, just objects, things you find, like people, celebrities, people you know, the weather.
Is there anything in particular you can pin down that would be sort of a defining thing? Like for example, like Andy Warhol or anything like that. Do you think, you know what, that's probably quite a big one?
My friend Grace showed me Nina Arsenault recently, and
Okay.
she's a Canadian performance artist, and I like what she says about gender and that type of malarkey. And
what does she say?
Oh, all sorts of things. I don't want to try and talk about it because I won't do it justice.
So you perform at Kiki and Bollocks and recently at Cha Cha Boudoir.
Well, we don't perform at Kiki, perform at Cha Cha, and then we host at Bollocks, and then we're on the door at Kiki.
Oh, okay.
And by we, I mean me and Licorice.
You and Little Licorice Black, who we should be interviewing presently.
Uh-huh.
So how did you sort of first get into the scene in Manchester then? How did you get your foot in the door?
Well, first of all, I moved to Manchester, and then my friend said, hey, you should come along to Bollocks Club. It's in Legends, which is now sadly gone.
Yes, alas.
Rest in peace. And I was like, yeah, cool, totally. And then I went along, and there were all these amazing drag queens, like Sheila Blige, who I saw, she was amazing, and Grace Only Smith, and Paddy. And then eventually one day I plucked up the courage to go over to Paddy and say, hey, I want to be like you. And then the next day I was in Selfridges at Illamasqua makeup counter and he did my face. And then I was working with Traniki, and then that was in May 2012. And then I went and lived in Buddha's Temple for a year, so I didn't really do it at all.
A bit of a change.
Yeah.
What made you go move there for a year?
Well, I couldn't find a job here, so I was like, well, what can I do? I could go to a Buddhist temple.
Yeah, everyone's first go-to place.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, why not?
Was that in the UK? Or were you
No,
abroad
that
for
was in southwest Germany.
Not what I would have pictured it.
No, it was really fun. It was in a forest.
Oh, delightful.
Yeah.
So while you were there, did you try and make up any of the monks as in drag? Would they allow that?
No, I wasn't very experienced then. I wasn't very good at makeup still, and I was just more focused on being healthy and living life without internet or that. And
Cutting yourself off from the world.
Yeah, slightly. But then when I got back, I really threw myself into it. I was like, right, I'm going to do drag, and wonderful Grace, who I've mentioned a few times, helped me learn to paint my face better. I bought loads of makeup, started going to Cha-Cha. Yeah, just working hard, painting my face, having fun.
Does it take a long time to sort of prepare for a night when you're hosting or performing?
Depends. Depends how I'm feeling. Yeah.
If you can be bothered.
No, not if I can be bothered. I can always be bothered. Like, drag is dead fun. It's really fun. It's great. But no, it just depends on what's taken me, or what the theme is, or what's going on, whether I've been planning it for weeks, or whether it's, last minute,
And has it taken very long to sort of create the character or the persona of Violet?
Well, I wanted to be called Ivor Rash, but I was told that wasn't very good, so that went out the window, and I got named by Grace again. violet blonde.
Very nice.
And then I've kind of taken it on. I'm always a blonde, apart from I was blue the other day, blue hair. Yeah, taken it on, kind of looked at the ditzy blonde identity kind of thing and done my own with it, and played on all those ideas about women, about maybe having big boobs or having big lips, and playing on those different things, and having fun with the idea of dressing like a woman.
Very nice. And what's your opinion of the sort of the state of the drag scene at the moment?
In Manchester? In Manchester. Well, I love it. It's really exciting. I think there's like new drag queens appearing at every event, and there's a real buzz around. People are excited to do it, and there's a real sense of like everybody knows each other, and everybody's excited to see each other, and excited to impress each other and entertain each other, and yeah, it's really enjoyable.
Is there a bit of a competition as well between who has put the most effort in, who's the most outrageous looking?
Well, I suppose it depends on your nature, but I can be quite competitive sometimes, and I have to just chill out a little bit. But yeah, no, not competitive to a point where nobody likes anybody. Like, it's just fun. Just fun, that's all it is.
Just a bit of fun.
Just a bit of fun.
And if you had some advice to give to a fledgling drag queen, what would it be?
Should I answer this flippantly or seriously?
However you like, both if you want.
Be me. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. Just try really hard. Like, if you want to do something, do it. Don't be scared of. If you want to paint your face a certain way and people say, yeah, that's one thing I used to do. Someone said to me, you can't do clown lips, so I did clown lips. And they say, you can't do balloon boobs, so I did balloon boobs. That kind of thing. Don't ignore what people criticise you for, and be yourself. That's fun.
Thank you very much indeed for coming in today.
Yeah, thank you.
Drag Queen of the Week.